Hi there, JJ Hayes, and I am in Town West, inside, right near Dick's Sporting Goods. You will find the Upcycle Kitchen, part of ICT Food Rescue. Here with a couple of friends today. I'm here with Stephanie and Tanya, who are going to talk more about what it is ICT Food Rescue is, does, and more about the Upcycle Kitchen. So first, I got Stephanie here. Stephanie, when and how did the concept of the ICT Food Rescue start?
All right, yeah. So I'm Stephanie, and I am the founder of ICT Food Rescue and also the executive director. And so Food Rescue kind of was born out of my returning to college at the age of 45. And what I found in that was I had a lot of social sciences classes, and I was fortunate through Wichita State to be able to travel with those. And so I went to Washington, D.C., New York City, and then outside of that, I did some fundraising and I went to San Francisco. I've been to Ohio, Detroit, Minnesota, multiple different places where food rescue is happening. And what I saw is that we were just kind of missing that here in Wichita. So I just kind of through a class pitched a proposal, and I was one of three that was chosen, and so I received some kind of marketing from the students, and we marketed it and kind of just started it. And so in 2016, ICT Food Rescue was founded, officially a nonprofit organization, and here we are now with the Upcycle Kitchen in 2023.
I love it. And as you are looking back there toward your neon sign, the tomato plants, not just there for decoration, I'm guessing?
No, these are not. So this is kind of a newer program. It goes along with the Upcycle Kitchen, which is also a new program. But the tomato plants were donated. We also consider this part of food rescue, as these plants were just going to get thrown in the landfill or into a compost system where we consider them food producing. So we have these for members of the community to take them home, whether they live sub-suburban, urban, wherever they live, they can take them and harvest them. For myself, I live in historic Midtown here in Wichita. And so I just recently over the weekend planted 32 tomato and pepper plants in addition to my plants. So now I have 60 plants, which of course my family of my husband and we do have 4 adult children, but even at that, or taking it to work and passing out and sharing with my fellow coworkers, we will never be able to consume all of that. So that surplus will then come to the kitchen. We have a new staff member who's coming on board, and she is skilled in producing for mass individuals on a mass level, and also in canning. And we're going to try some fermentation, so some different things that we will be allowed to do. We are licensed through the Kansas Department of Agriculture, which is also KDA. So everything we have will come in our back door and go out our front door. So we're not really a forward-facing kitchen per se, as you might think of like a soup pantry. So anyway, very excited about these new tomato plants. We also have a donation basket over here. We had someone we had someone donate 3 dozen eggs today. So if you have a surplus of chickens that are really producing well, you can always donate eggs. That protein is huge. We either will use those in the kitchen, or we will use those, we can just reallocate them to some of our nonprofit organizations. So we partner with everything here. We'll go to either alcohol recovery homes, foster care homes, our homeless shelter downtown, veterans homes, things of that nature.
So, curiosity question. My mother and my brother are both beekeepers. Unfortunately, they don't live locally. For the beekeepers here in the area, if they wanted to donate a surplus of their honey, could they donate it here to the Upcycle Kitchen?
Most definitely, most definitely. So when we began, I did have to put kind of some restrictions and some guidelines on. So as far as sending a volunteer outside of the city limits of Wichita to pick that up, we don't do that just because those are our boundaries. But to take anything inside, most definitely you can drop that off. We will utilize it in some way.
Got it. Okay, Stephanie, thank you so much. Time now to learn more about the Upcycle Kitchen. I'm going to bring Tanya in. So, Tanya, you are the Director of Community Relations, herding the cats, basically making sure that the Upcycle Kitchen has everything it needs to fulfill its mission of producing these great meals that then go out to the nonprofits. So, like on a day-to-day basis, what kind of things do you need outside of funds? Let's talk like volunteers.
Sure. So we have volunteers that are going to be needed in here to help cut and chop and stir, obviously clean, all that good stuff as well. And then just figuring out, meals or what that is going to look like in this new space. So we need volunteers that are chefs. We need volunteers that'll just come in and be here and help. So anything at all that is done in your normal kitchen at home is going to need to be done here, but on a scale of about 10.
I'm guessing you'll need probably, kitchen equipment donated, and everything from,
Absolutely.
knives and mandolins and cutting boards and spoons and all that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We were gracious enough to get a grant for some of our bigger equipment,
Right.
but we do need some of those smaller things, like you said, a mixer and knives, all that stuff. So we would definitely be able to take anything that you would like to donate to help us in this space.
Got it. So, I mean, if someone's trying to sell something on Facebook Marketplace, let's say a stand mixer,
Yep.
and they have a change of heart and they just want to bring it here, they can bring, absolutely.
We would love that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I love it. We were talking before we got started today about the idea of this market that you have out in your parking lot. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so every Wednesday we have our upcycle market from 4 to 7. We have vendors there's one that's from here in the mall. We have Steve's Jams and Jellies, and we're looking for more vendors. We just started, so not really a whole lot of people know about us, so we would love to have you as a vendor. If you have something that's made in the state of Kansas, come on over, and we would love to have you as a vendor. And then obviously we need people to shop. So please come and shop. I'm also really looking to try to get some food trucks because it's Wednesday and it's evening. So right as people are getting off work, we could have people come and eat dinner as they're on their way home or take it home to the family as well.
Yeah, because some nights you just don't want to cook, am I right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And Wednesday is a good night to not
It
cook.
perfectly is. All right. So, if someone wants to volunteer, donate something, they want to reach out to you, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Sure. All I have to do is reach out to me at my email, which is Tanya, TONYAR, at ictfoodrescue.org. And I will be able to help them either volunteer here or volunteer with our rescue site, so I can help you either way.
All right, excellent. Tanya, thank you. And Stephanie, who went off to the side because she's busy doing her thing. Thanks for having me down here today. Hopefully I can get the word out and get you some volunteers and all the things you need because I really believe in this concept. I mean, food and cooking is my love language, but doing it this way is next level because you're helping so many other nonprofits who might be struggling to provide for their clients.
Absolutely. That's where my heart is because I've been a social worker for a while, and I actually wanted to do some of this when I was at the VA, so being able to give back to our community is huge.